Hello, hi, sorry, just give me 1 second. Just got a weird alert on my phone. Just got to check something. Okay, that's fine. I'll redeem that 1 second here. Hold on. My bank is just telling me things that need addressing. So give me a sec. Turns out when you buy a whole bunch of furniture and stuff for your house all at once, they're like, hey, what? Are you okay in there? It's not we lost all your money, it's you seem to be hemorrhaging money. So I just have to very quickly pay this off so that they know actually I have money so that I can use more money. It's just all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, you have your credit card is basically full. Oh shit. Because I meant to do that and then didn't. Okay. That one. Okay. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Like I say, you gotta spend money to spend money. Capitalism when you're not in the 1%. At least they were kind enough to send me an email this time. Unlike last time, where I literally just forgot to pay the credit card bill. Just completely slipped my mind. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I can't pay for gas. And it's like, yeah, idiot, because you have no credit. And like, why didn't you tell me? And then, like, the week after, like, hey, by the way, in the app, it will now tell you. Even though it used to do that, and then it just mysteriously went away, and then they brought it back like it was a new feature. Anywho's, hi, hello, good evening. Enough talking about me talking about middle class banking woes. We're here to see the infectious madness of Doctor Dekker. Wait, I can do better. Hold on, let me get right up on the mic here. You gotta redeem 1,500 points. By God, you get 1,500 points worth of voice work. Hold on. Right. Wait, I should straighten up, right? That's how the professionals do it. Oh, actually, that does sound a lot better. Oh, who would have known if I put the mic right on my right up on me that it would sound better than when I'm back here and it's all echoey. Who could have known? Anyways. The infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. Oh god. Bring that back over. I hope that does it for a Kyoto. Please feel free to use all the voice things. Which also reminds me, I'm going to add a new one that I said I was going to do last time, and then I forgot to do, like, directly after I said I was going to do it, which... No, bad Twitch. Don't you play commercials at me? Oh, good, I'm getting spammed. Twitch airdrop received crypto. God, that's an even more lame. Oh, I'm not sitting in my usual spot. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Just have to position it so I can see the screen and not trigger a weird flight or fight response when something's like just on the edge of my vision. It's like free money that is very real and not at all scam. Creator dashboard. Let's see if I can do this in one without it screwing up. Channel points. Manage. I wish I could copy. God, that would be great. Okay, what color is this? I need the color. That one. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. Twitch? There we go. Okay. Cancel. So, add new reward. Wait, hold on. I need to remember the other the other things. Every 20 minutes, max 3. Message is required. Okay. Alright. So add new. Okay, then do this. Background color. That's... What? That's not even the right color. What? Alright, hold on. For some reason, the color I copied just isn't the right color. There we go. We have to have a brand. God damn it. Okay. If enabled, only future requests will skip the... Okay. Does that mean I have a reward queue here? Oh yeah, redeem that one. And redeem that one. Alright. There we go. So now, theoretically, there should be... Might have to refresh. That's the one. But it's supposed to require me to say something. Where's that checkbox? Where's the require message checkbox? There it is. All right. Here, I'll refund you that Pokemon Free because it's supposed to be a thing you like I'll read your message thing, not just generic. There we go. It's still on cooldown. Error saving reward. Oh, that's cool. I wonder why. Edit. Save. There we go. Just fixing the descriptions. Fixing the... There we go. This is why I'm just doing it live. Okay. It's still on cooldown. I hate that. Was there something you wanted me to say, Pokemon Freak? Because if you just want me to say something, you can just put the paragraph in the chat there, and I can I'll do it for you. What are you sending me? Why is my wife sending me messages? What's going on? Do I want this? Oh, the Fire Stick. I don't know. Do we want? Does anyone have any experience with the Fire Stick? Is it any good? Do we care? Yeah, I don't know. I know nothing about it. Okay. Enough waffle. Let's get mad. Oh, right. This is the game that I had to capture at window. Hold on. There might be a tiny bit more stuff here. Oh, okay, you got to affiliate. Congratulations. Hold on. Views. I think it was center right. And then I had to capture my actual screen. There we go. This is still set up to capture the weird crop. It probably depends on what you're looking to do with it. That's fair. Okay. So... I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember much of what happened. We met a bunch of people. Most of them are horrible. Doctor Dekker... How did he die? He was stabbed, right? Streaming StarCraft. Like original StarCraft? I mean, that's awesome. I don't remember what got me over the line. God, what was I playing? There was a lot of adventure games. I don't know. Oh no, it was a couple indie games. Like my Indie Game Wednesday, I think was what did it. Anyways, We met a bunch of people. They all kind of suck. Some make us more uncomfortable than others. We're investigating how Dr. Dekker was killed. He was killed in his office. I don't remember how he was moited. I want to feel like it was a knife. You know, one person is definitely not the killer in your game, in my game. Yeah, so apparently the way this works is there are certain branches that trigger if I ask questions and I get a certain answer. Like the game predetermines who the killer is from the start, and there's like different branches as to where it can go.
At midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past.
You mean any of the 6 main
Doctor
characters?
thinks we're gonna
Which one
snare
are the
her
main
messy.
characters?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at
like-
home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonely.
Is she one of them?
Stabbed him with
You're
a
the
steak
assistant?
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda,
I black out,
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
Jaya, Mariana, Ellen, Claire, Bryce, and
We went out
Nathan.
for drinks.
Okay, so
took
Jaya
photos
can
of
be one of them.
Jessica.
Interesting.
Dr. Dekker did
On
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number. There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I? He was
This is
preoccupied with
so long.
finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Plays all the recaps? Oh my fuck. Oh, that's so many. Okay, so who do we got today? Professor Warwick. Oh, he's new. Then we got Jaya, Bryce, Claire, Ellen, Mariana, and Nathan. So we've got the whole... This is the whole crew, right? Of potential murders. Alright, let's start with Nathan. Hey, oh. Hello.
I burned the photos of Hannah. It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since. There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Wait, what? Hold on. I mean, I know Salvation Army bin was italicized, so we'll ask about that, but what? What? Hold on. I need to...
I burned the photos of Hannah.
Is there not a... The arrest report says Claire killed David. I've underlined some things to ask her about. I wonder if Bryce buried David. What happened with Ben? Ask patients about the paper. Oh my god. There's so many notes here and I don't know where it left off. Oh, right. Okay, he was stabbed. Right. I don't remember where I left off. Shit. I should have left a little note. I remember that. I think I remember that. Okay. Is Salvation Army bin here? Yeah, okay. That was the one I saw.
accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
And then diary.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Okay, yeah, we'll
I
go
regret
through the
staying
obvious
more for
prompts
Hannah
here.
so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Yeah, that's a little dark.
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore? And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
The what and where now? Listen, man, you're gonna have to... It's been a
Told me
week.
not to look for anyone else until I was ready. So I didn't. I've just been sitting at home, reading Hannah's diary, stewing.
That's awkward.
I ordered a pizza. A nice girl delivered it.
Girl?
It took a week of days to get that pizza girl to smile. And you know what did it? A tip, as much as the pizza cost. So money does make you happy.
Okay, well. It's not...
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died. I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
Okay, so we got some more prompts here.
Started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
Interesting.
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me.
Again with the
Sometimes
curse.
you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power. Ah, the curse. Or remembered.
You just talked about it.
You forget.
You literally just said.
It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
Okay.
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
That was a weird point to cut off the
He held his
conversation.
hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere.
Look at your man. Now back to
And
me.
he
Now
tried to
back to your man. Now
hypnotize me to
back
make
to
me
me.
forget.
My hand is fired with tickets to the thing you like. Look again. The tickets are now diamonds.
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all.
That's
but I
still
didn't.
relevant, right?
For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked. I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
I appreciate that level of spite.
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist.
You know, when you get to relive the same day over and over again, you get to do a lot of stabbing.
He told me lots of people get depression. To become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Hold on. What?
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
What? Why?
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I wanted to be as far away from him as possible.
Now how you be far? Make him
I
dead.
don't know who did.
Okay, I already asked that. Huh. Oh, hold on. Pencils. Yeah, talk to Jaya. Alright, we'll pivot for now. Let's go to Jaya.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Well, that's fun. My noise gate cancels out my size. Ay.
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's
Uh.
all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
What? What?
Well, maybe someone sneaked your phone during a session and texted. I know they all look innocent, but if it's not nailed down, there's a good chance they'll walk away with it. You know, I used to have an iPad and a Surface.
That seems redundant. Huh. Wait, did that... I asked when, right? Yeah, I asked when, and you didn't tell me when. Okay. They've got different use cases? Yeah, the Surface is basically a laptop that's flat, and the iPad is an iPad.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Awkward.
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak. Make sure you're helping, not hindering. He probably did his fair
I like the
share
glasses
of
being on and
helping
off for obviously
hindering.
different takes.
He was definitely helping in the beginning.
Jay is
but then
totally a
seemed
top.
to
Oh, 100%.
lose sight of
Oh, yeah.
things.
Jaya tells you what to do and you thank her for it.
I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point. Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him.
Thank you, Miss Jaya.
Deal with it better.
Thank you, Miss Jaya. I'm sorry, Miss Jaya.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're going to ask me how I feel today?
Miss? Yeah, we already asked about that, so...
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
That's just blackmail. Oh, my cat.
I don't know anything about that.
Really?
He thought he saw a creature coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth. But at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny,
Okay.
happy, sane people.
Alright.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
Where is that? Oh, it's under clues, right? I should actually look at that.
Some mornings I come into work and still
Whipped, you
expect him
say.
to
To
be
shreds,
here.
you say.
Sometimes it feels like he actually is here, watching over me. We had a connection. It's gone now, though. You can't
Well, yeah,
have
he's
a
dead.
connection with the dead, can you? Not for too long, anyway. Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that.
Oh.
But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
Hold on. Hold on. Doth protest too much, I think, there. You wouldn't call her competition unless it was a thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
This conversation is very weird.
Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor?
She says doctor like everyone from Doctor Who says doctor. There's a very specific intonation to it.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast. Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind.
Yeah, not a cult.
It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas. Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
Hold on. What's Telly Savalas?
You're overthinking things.
The hell's Telly Savalas?
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a
He played
whole
Kojak?
load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in
Telly Savalas
psychokinesis
was
or
an actor.
not,
What the hell's
you need to figure
Kojak?
out your approach with those that do.
I don't know what Kojak is. Is Blofeld in His Majesty's Secret Service? Hold on one second. Oh, okay. Kojak. Well, I don't know what Kojak is. Okay. I do recognize him, though. So okay.
How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
Trick them into doing what you want them to do.
Things could escalate. Building trust is one thing, but at what cost?
Uh-huh.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Okay. What do you screen for that?
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know.
She's awfully
It's no
calm about
coincidence
this.
that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder.
Why is this scene? Why is every game in this universe only lit with one light?
I was at home on my lonesome, Doctor, like I said before.
Okay. Oh god, so many things. So here's where I remember. So let's do this. Nathan says you talk to Jaya a lot. Do I have any more prompts? Oh god.
Honestly, I think Dr. Dekker had a bit of a crush
It's
on
mood?
Mariana, or
Uh-huh.
vice versa. I'm not really sure. There's some footage from their home sessions if you want to see them.
Nice. Absolutely, show
That was
me
a
that
joke,
footage.
Doctor. I guess we found our level.
Why does grief sound like being whipped?
Oops, that was a strange thing to say, wasn't it? Whipped. Am I all whips and chains in the bedroom or dominant in the boardroom? Don't answer that, it's not a question.
The answer is
Early
yes.
days for a harassment suit yet? What with Ben's nervous shock already?
So it's she's a sub. No, she's not. Absolutely not. She could theoretically be a brat, I guess.
Dr. Dekker did send me to see his mother once. She was dying in a nursing home and he didn't want to see her. I remember him calling her a manipulative, evil old hag.
She
Tend not
topped
to
the.
ask
I
any
think
more
that's what
questions
Kyoto. I
after
think
that.
that is a power bottom at that point. How about this? Jaya goes where Jaya wants to, and you do what she says. How that plays itself out is, well, however Jaya says it plays out.
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Okay. We already asked that, right? Yeah, we already did that. Alright, let's look at some more notes. That one's done. That one's done. Is you pushing real life? She wants to theoretically surrender that control in the bedroom. I mean, perhaps. But I actually don't think she's trying. I don't think she's too pushing real life. I think she's riding the line. Okay, so then we're not done with these. Hold on. I'm not seeing any double stars. Okay. I should absolutely look at these at some point, but let's just walk through. Hey, the people.
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that
I'm not her
I'm
boss.
not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong,
Uh-huh.
but you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation. I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
Bryce, you fucking suck. Gah.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour.
Ask him for the nudie pics.
A hooded figure, watching me.
Yeah,
and
she's not my
following
boss.
me.
She is. How would I put? Hold on.
I followed it too.
We're gonna. Yeah. So she's kind of more like an office manager. So like, whilst she is arguably reception, front desk, and management, all that, she's not subservient to you. She runs like the day to day of the office, and you are like a doctor. You are not her boss, and vice versa. The trust is there's someone above both of you that would technically be your boss. Now, hold on. What was that? I need to reread.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour.
I'm sorry.
A hooded figure.
Oh, okay.
Watching me and following me. I followed it too.
Okay. Okay.
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example.
She does
I'm
interviews,
sure he did it with the other patients too.
but she's part of the interview
He'd make me look
process.
at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
I will. We will. I will absolutely. I'd like to kind of work through these, like all the questions that I know first, and then kind of go back through like these ones, the things that obviously have a star, that we know we have more things to follow up on, and that is definitely, yeah, I want proof of stuff he does in this extra hour. That is something I want.
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured that out. Even though I haven't looked at any of the clues, I think that information would be in there. And the game's just making an assumption that I have indeed looked at those.
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be
Dead
a breeze,
Dekker in the
wouldn't it?
hour? Yeah?
Waltz in past everyone during
That's
the
actually a good
midnight hour,
point.
get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me if
No, you suck.
they get me?
No. No. We're just
I
gonna move
spied
on.
on Dr. Dekker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement. I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained. I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station.
How'd you do that in an
There's no
hour?
evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
Oh, you didn't destroy it. You didn't even remotely destroy it. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hang on. Unless...
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me. I split the brawl up. I did nothing. I'm not stealing anymore.
Uh-huh.
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor. There was an old woman.
Don't
in
lump you
bed.
with me.
I went inside.
Phrasing.
Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
You sound disappointed. Okay,
No. That means nothing to me. I don't know what you're getting. Is that supposed to mean something? I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety considerations.
hold
Not
on. How does
everybody
one
can
become
do it.
classically trained in
Well,
that?
properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
I can't spell.
In simple terms,
I can't spell.
Nobody gave me the memo that Claire was telling everybody about our arrangement. Sometimes a few slip out the back for student use, too. These things happen in all cemeteries. It's best not to
What?
broadcast.
What? No. That's... It isn't the age of fucking heroic medicine. I don't want to answer this. Nah,
You
dog.
wouldn't respect my wishes if I died. That's not very nice, Doctor. There's a lot of him in you, isn't there? Let's hope I won't find out anything strange about you in my extra hour.
Now, when he said that military would get him,
Jessica is a beautiful woman. I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about.
it's not an incident.
I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected.
That wasn't Cat, that was wife tidying kid toys.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females.
Oh, you fucking creepy
But I'm
little insult.
still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
I've made a grave mistake. Get your dick out of your heart. Yeah, it's just way easier to go and spy on her in the nude while she's frozen in time. Want to break into her house than to treat her like people.
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work today. It hurt like hell and bled like I'd been shot. I closed my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm, and it will wriggle through me.
That's not...
When I looked back, can you guess what I saw?
A rusty fucking nail.
When I looked back at my hand, it was healed. Look, see? My hand had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle. Like magic.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't really say miracle or magic. They're words that Doctor Dekker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doctor? That magic is real?
No.
Then so it isn't. I envy you, Doctor. I wish I could be so sure. I find using nautical terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting. Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
Thank you for spelling it out for me.
Common or garden rocks. It's actually quite handy sometimes having an archaeological dig going on next door. Although, I'd rather there wasn't. I've nothing in...
Alright. We'll come back to that.
I've
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
That's cool. I just said hello. Okay, I should look at these. Crime scene report. Okay. Why doesn't... What is Dr. Dekker's first name? That... Mm-hmm. The victim was located in his office, seated on a chair behind his desk, soaked in blood with an obvious chest wound. Paper spike. Okay. Estimated time from liver temperature measurements to be between 8:30 and 10:33 p.m. Was discovered at 10:20. Can I scroll down? Is there anything else? Dekker's first name is Doctor. Dr. Dekker. Yeah. Okay. Christian Weber. Okay. At 20:40 hours on Tuesday, 8th November, myself and PC Holt responded to a call received from a neighbor of the Bower House, Wetton Park Avenue, concerning a reported disturbance. We arrived at the address and knocked on the front door, but there was no reply. When we then examined the rear of the property and gained entry through insecure patio doors. We entered the property through this door, and I announced myself by shouting police, but did not hear any response. We searched the premises. Upon entering the dining room, I saw a female seated next to a man who was lying on the ground. The man did not appear to be conscious. Both persons were drenched in blood, and there was a substantial amount of blood on the carpet, walls, and furniture. I noted what appeared to be a steak knife on the floor, which was also covered in blood. At this point, I asked the woman to put her hands on her head, which she did. PC Holt secured the female while I checked the man for signs of life, but found none. I asked the woman her name, and she identified herself to me as Claire Castleford. I asked if she knew the dead man. She said that he was her husband, David Castleford. I asked what had happened, and she said that she had killed him. Following a search by PC Holt, which revealed no other persons present in the house, I said to Castleford at 20:52, "You are under arrest on suspicion of murder." I then cautioned her and placed her in the back of the police car for transportation to Wetton Park Police Station, where I relayed the circumstances of the arrest to PC Hill, who authorized use. Is there not a scrolling down? It feels weird. Okay.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like...
All right. Okay. I remember watching that. Okay.
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away. That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive. He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
Yeah, English cop. Yeah, very few English cops actually carry weapons. I don't know what face I was just making.
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
That's a fun way to punctuate that sentence. Or paragraph, I guess.
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life.
Neat.
Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did. Dr. Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back.
What? Why is that a limitation?
Until then, you have a chance at resurrection. Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer.
Well, you are
raising
pale.
things from the dead.
Wearing all black. Weirdly aloof about the fact that your former husband is ambulatory when he had a knife driven into his chest.
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in.
This really seems like a
He's
weird...
hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it.
It's just a little
He's your basic
psychopath.
Neanderthal.
Yeah, you know what? I think
So
that's
I have a
fair.
problem.
You have more than one problem, ma'am.
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that
She has two problems. Oh, did she try and use regex?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring
Nick
me
Mercer just trying to raise a
temporarily
family.
insane at the time of the murder.
Boo.
To lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer.
Well,
but I can't prove otherwise.
No, hold on now.
You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
Well, hold on now. Regix is great now. Eno, no. Eno, don't do it. There's literally an adage about you have a problem, so you use regex to solve it. Now you have two problems. Like, that's a thing. I just want, as a point of order, just because you revive a person or reanimate a person that you made unlifed doesn't negate the part where you unlifed them. Right? Like, you're still a killer. You're a killer with a whoopsie button. Yeah, dog.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him, I just stabbed him. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me? Was I temporarily insane?
I just stabbed him a bit. I don't like answering these questions. Nah, dog.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. Let's have a few more sessions before you seal our fates.
What's this
Or
hour
is it that
shit?
you want something else? Like Doctor Dekker did.
Who knows what state the insides are after that? I mean, I think a coroner would probably be able to give you a pretty good idea.
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David.
Was Dekker banging all his
Once he
female
presented
patients?
me with
I
a
don't
dead
even know if I
mouse
would limit it
and
to female.
commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
Huh.
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house. Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her. It was Iris. I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem. So I agreed. I just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
She's awfully calm. Having just told me that her former doctor locked up a girl, Iris, who I believe was the little girl from around her house, in his basement and said, no problem, I can totally kill this girl in my basement for you to revive. Jesus Christ. Okay.
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious.
Yeah,
He
what's
said
his
that
name?
Iris
Yeah.
had escaped, and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her. I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
Who's Iris? Who the fuck is Iris? Who the hell's Iris?
Bryce was a pallbearer for David. He's also a gravedigger, I believe. Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult.
Oh, yes.
Unless you
Thank
pay
you,
the
yes.
right people.
Sorry, what was that? Hold on.
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult. Unless you pay the right people.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Iris was David's ingenue, I guess. No, not ingenue. Oh, paramour.
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like.
Yes.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Absolutely, yes. I would very much like to see that.
Very well. In our next session.
Okay.
It sounds to me as if Dr. Dekker's murder was a spur-of-the-moment thing. If you were planning to kill someone, you'd bring a weapon with you, wouldn't you? I imagine that the paper spike made a very good weapon, though. It could look quite menacing, glinting in the moonlight. So quick to jump to conclusion, Doctor. Obviously, I meant sunlight.
Obviously you fucking didn't.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that? Since I brought him back, I felt that there was something different about him, something not quite right. I think it's his brain. But how ludicrous that you can bring someone back in the first place. It's like that book, Pet Cemetery. Funnily enough, he does smell of earth, but that's because he spends most of his time out hunting.
Like that book, Pet Cemetery. Jesus.
I assure you, David is not a ghost. I've touched him.
Gross.
If David doesn't exist, then that means that I really did kill him. He really is buried, and I really should be going to prison for a very long time. That just doesn't seem right to me. It's more probable that I reanimated him under Dr. Dekker's guidance.
The certainty that she delivers her lines is unnerving. Why do you keep blinking at me?
How astute, Doctor. Yes, I did
Astute?
say I hadn't seen Dr. Dekker outside of our sessions. That wasn't a lie. Our trip to the lake house was made during a session.
Uh-huh.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy. I just watched her from the bedroom window. She'd caught a fish. She was holding it in her hands. I wasn't close enough to see, but for all intents and purposes, it looked as if the fish bit her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
I don't like Claire. All right, Elin.
I'm okay, I suppose. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's Terry. I feel a bit sad, to be honest. I gave all my keepsakes back.
Oh, good.
It's true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why is that weird?
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. Yeah, this bit here between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
Okay.
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real. Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try. It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't. Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Okay.
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
Me and Hilda are finally gonna go all the way. Wait, hold on. That gets weirder when you know the fact that she's gonna be your daughter. Never mind. Retract the joke.
You know the answer to that, Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
Are you going to kill her?
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work.
What the hell face was that?
On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
Oops. Oh, Jesus. I don't know whose face that was supposed to be. Actually, can we...
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that
Wish there was a way to fast
either.
forward.
Although, she did give me a... That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love.
I'm glad
It
it's
might
the
help
sepia
if you
tone.
close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on.
Oh, it didn't do it this time. Didn't do it in the rewind. Huh.
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear.
It's a little fucked up.
And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
So, sorry, what did I miss between the end of the psychopath and now as I had to throw laundry in? Was the girl intended to do the killing? So Dr. Dekker told Claire he had a girl in his basement that he would like Claire to reanimate to prove that she could do it. And if she did that, he would give her the diagnosis that she wanted. But before she could do it, Dr. Dekker called her, calling it off. He was all mad because the girl was gone, and he blamed Claire for having done it. I think that's all that plot beat.
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor, do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
Figure Bryce was supposed to dispose of the body if necessary, and Psycho was expected to resurrect her. I assumed Doctor was going to use someone else to do the killing for him. Oh, right. I guess, yeah, if that's possible, we didn't get to there. And oh yeah, also, Claire brought Dekker to her lake house to show him David, and he was like, "Oh, okay, you're not lying." Is the shifting wrong? On one hand, I can appreciate her providing comfort to the dying. But is it the right thing to do? That is the moral quandary here. I don't know. I guess from a like moral stance, reflecting on her job, it would be wrong. She should be doing this. She's lying to her patient. But like going beyond that, arguably, she's doing what she thinks is right as a duty of care thing to provide comfort. So this is one of those ones where it's like, I don't know what she's going to say when I pick one of those, because it might justify other behavior. I'm going to say yes, it's wrong.
So you're saying I should let Hilda die without seeing her daughter one last time?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying... Hold on. No, you don't have to...
Because I really feel this is something I have
No,
to
see,
do.
now that's not what I
Like
meant.
it's my calling.
You could be there as you. That's not what I wanted. See, that's the problem with some of the, like, with a lot of those questions. They're like, what I intend by saying it is not how the game interprets it.
Well, I've thought about it, and well, I know you said it was okay that I should keep them, but maybe it did look a bit suspicious. Me having things that have belonged to patients who've died in my care. I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me.
How'd you give them back if they were
Locket,
dead?
The watch, the ring, even the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me.
Sorry, hold on, what?
I wasn't supposed to mention her.
Hey, yeah, what? Oh, wait, oh, hi, what?
I know it's
We'll
silly,
circle back on that.
but those things meant a lot to me. They were reminders that I'd helped those people.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Hold on. The one Jaya went to see?
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Uh-huh.
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
Okay.
It just makes things complicated, doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother.
Yeah,
before
or
I
you're
started
poisoning
seeing
him,
Dr.
yeah.
Dekker. She's dead, and now he's dead. I'm sure you're gonna have a field day with it. Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
Okay.
I told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But he wasn't interested. It wasn't like he hated her. It was just like it wasn't important.
Hold on, that's not what Jaya
He asked
kind
me
of
to take care of it for
intonated,
him.
though.
He did send his assistant along to see her once. Sorry, your assistant.
Yeah, I don't think she's my assistant. At least,
It was
that's
about
not how I
the
parse it.
second, third session we had. He said he could tell that I was a good person, that I wanted to help people, and that I should think really hard about how I could do that. That's how I discovered shifting. All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think. But the shifting, that's all me. And my mum's a psychic, and my sister's an empath, but
That just means she has emotions.
I always felt like I wasn't special, like I was missing out. But I wasn't. I just hadn't discovered what I could do yet. Sarah Dekker was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
How'd that go?
I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. I mean, I didn't actually expect anything to happen. I just thought, what would really help this woman? I thought maybe she would just imagine that he was there. But it actually happened. I changed into him, Dr. Dekker. It blew my mind.
I wonder how her sense of self is holding up.
My mum's got these spirit guides and they tell her things. Mostly about my love life, it would seem.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what an empath is. I should probably Google it sometime.
Shapeshifters are known for being very well centered. I mean, I remember Clayface. Oh, I don't want to talk to Mariana. She unnerves me.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
She has a weird lisp that I think is an affectation for the character. It's weird. It's a weird choice.
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money. I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Uh-huh.
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
Okay, so this particular arc is all about kind of learning everybody's powers in a bit more detail. So the one theoretically can reanimate things, the other one can stop time, the other one can shapeshift. She seems to be able to manipulate emotions.
I mainly like drive-thrus. I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget. Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention. Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just
Oh
follows
god.
me
What is
wherever I go.
this sitting on? Something's not right here.
It's creepy.
There we go.
Want everyone seeing that.
She uses her hands a lot? Yes. Is that like a her trait or just a this character trait?
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking you.
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
She does a lot of hand acting and shapeshifting detective too. Fair enough. Oh, we can be done for the day, huh?
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice. You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home. And then I wake up. It's so beautiful. Calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
The fuck should I know? It's like my third day.
Yes, I suppose I follow that glow like people follow me. I still don't know what it means, though. Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Okay.
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today. Do you want to come with me to the beach?
No.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious.
I don't want
If
me.
you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
Fuck's sakes. Someone else. God damn it. Hold on.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment.
She's drowning people? She could be.
You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
No. Fucking no.
That's good. I'm not sure I can afford any more of your time. It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink.
No,
I'm a very
that's
good-natured girl.
okay. I know this takes place in 2017, but that was such a wild thing for her to say. Also, I thought you didn't drink.
Don't you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
Ugh. Do I have to answer that?
Yes. They follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance. There was one guy, a real gym buddy. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing. Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me.
That's uncomfortable.
It was creepy.
Yeah, that would be creepy.
I got him to follow me outside, and then I just shut the door.
This is fine. There's a lot of how do I want to put this? There's a lot of absence of consent amongst these people's stories, I'm noticing. Like, she's overriding people to make them, like, in love with her. You got fucking 1 hour stop perv boy. You got, I mean, Claire reanimating the dead after she murdered. Nobody asked for that. You have Elin, you know, turning into these people's loved ones. Again, no consent. That seems to be a running theme. I'm waiting for Nathan to become a horrible person somehow. He hasn't quite got there yet, and then he's starting to sound a little insulty to me, but
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
No, we did not just talk. Okay, Jaya.
That's not something I know about.
Bullshit, it's not something you know about.
That's a strange question. Nope.
Oh yeah, we haven't even done this guy yet.
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist. Where's Dr. Dekker?
Can we just replay that whole scene? It's very dramatic.
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist. Where's Dr. Dekker?
Where's Dr. Dekker? Hold on, maybe we can do that a little bit better. Where's my zoom? Where's Dr. Dekker? Oops. This doctor plays the first doctor in some audio plays. I'm gonna have to listen to him more because that's quite a feat. The first doctor's got such a distinctive voice. Really, like, oh God, I don't even know if I could do his voice or even an approximation of his voice if I tried. It's also been a long time since I've seen those first episodes or heard his voice, so. Oh, yes, yes. Somewhere around here. Can't quite get the accent right, but he's somewhere around here. That's a little pertwee, too. Oh. I'd have to listen to him talk. But yeah, sorry, like...
Is he really? actually dead? Hmm? Not a worthy adversary after all, then.
In the day of the Doctor, he's calling the laws of Gallifrey. Yeah. I'd have to listen to it again.
Dr. Dekker challenged me. He tried to use my theories against me. Quantum theories.
Well, the problem there is that you observed them.
Do you really want to know? Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He didn't believe in quantum physics. As if it's something that you can optionally believe in.
Buddy, there are people who optionally
it started
believe
with
all
an
kinds of
experiment.
bullshit. So, like...
Have you heard of quantum suicide, Doctor?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Corey has heard of that. That's the idea of committing suicide across all the realities of, like, the multiverse, right? Yeah, bud.
Well, then I'll be brief. According to the laws of quantum suicide, if I were to shoot myself now, then one branch of my timeline would result in my death, whilst the other in my continued existence. I simply applied that logic to
I
something
see.
different.
You got the art direction that we have come to love from Poe Monroe. Whatever you're saying, can you just dial it up?
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby I would visit a casino and place a very large bet at a roulette table.
I actually have
Now,
not played
I
Alan
would
Wake.
always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability. But then, I changed a parameter.
You see, I shot myself. And then I started losing all of the bets.
Why not gambling? My wife Vanessa left me for a neurosurgeon. She emptied our entire combined wealth into her barrister's wallet. I needed more money. Physics provided me with a solution.
I do appreciate him doing that whole preamble and just being like, I was fucking broke, man. I just needed some fucking cash. He's also in contradiction. Yes, he is. Yeah, yeah. He is from... Oh, man. I wish I could replay Contradiction. I do really, truly wish I could replay Contradiction. I enjoyed it so much. Ask him about Contradiction. Ooh, yeah.
What? I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Hmm. Cute.
We were married for 14 years, 7 months, and 3 days.
Not that you're counting.
Vanessa couldn't have children. At least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and we'd be...
Oh, yeah, just one of those. Totally normal.
It wasn't to be, though.
Oh, hi, T3. How you doing?
Well, yes, it bothered me. Especially now that I find out that she's pregnant. Oh, no, it wasn't a rocket scientist that was required, but a brain surgeon, it seems. I have considered putting that neurosurgeon onto his darkest timeline. But I'm not a killer, it would seem.
Darkest Timeline doesn't necessarily mean that. Come on now. Also, maybe it wasn't her fault she couldn't get pregnant.
Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a
Oh my god,
realistic
I made a
physics
joke.
experiment.
Did you actually put a bullet in your head?
I simply upped the stakes. Every time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel, and it worked. Well, for a while.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Dekker killed it, and I can't get it back.
Okay.
Well, my theory, quantum gambling. If the stakes are high enough, you will win every time by simply shifting your consciousness into that branch that wins. It's tricky, but it can be done. Dr. Dekker didn't like that. He saw me becoming rich and powerful, and he hated that. That's why he proffered the hangman's paradox.
The who and the what now?
Well, imagine a judge sentences you to death.
Done.
Now, it will be Monday or Tuesday next week, but it will be a surprise. Well, which day do you think you'll be executed?
Sunday. I go out on my own terms.
Well, Monday does seem likely, yes. Because if you're still alive on Monday at midnight, then Tuesday won't be a surprise. But if you're sure that it's Monday, then that won't be a surprise either, will it? Dekker tricked me. He told me that sometime in the future I would lose a bet, that I would lose all of my money. Now, this didn't seem likely because I had quantum gambling on my side and it was working. But he unnerved me. He made me doubt myself. And then it happened. Recently, I lost everything that I'd managed to build up since Vanessa left me.
Can you just do it again? Since his prophecy's fulfilled, you can go back to doing it. Since, yeah, you lost. Ergo, it's done. Watching the Powwow and the Calgary Stampede, and my grandma's, they look like they fell into a paper shred. Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to finish reading that T3. Can't bet if you have nothing to bet with. I see a watch. I see a watch.
Honestly? Well, I think he feared quantum physics. He didn't like things being explained in terms of science.
Also therapy sessions,
Almost
yeah.
as if he'd have preferred chaos.
You know, going on with all the absolutely buck-wild bullshit going on in this game, I actually don't think that the things he was presupposing with the, you know, just think it and it's true scenario and this buddy's quantum physics are actually all that misaligned. Right? If you just believe something enough, that could be argued that you're shifting into the timeline where the thing is true. How's my week going? My week is going. I built bunk beds today. I'm tired. It was going really well until one particular bolt. The hole drilled wasn't like at a proper 90-degree angle. It was off by like a little. And so when I tried to put the bolt through and screw it into the cross dowel, they weren't lining up. They were coming in, you know. Hold on, maybe I can. I'll zoom for this. Hold on. Let's use. Okay, so cross dowel marker, right? So usually you go in like you screw it in like this, and then you're happy. What was happening was it was coming in like this. And so trying to catch the thread of the cross dowel to get this to catch was a pain in the ass because I had to hold the nut and bolt in like a weird way and get the thread. It took me like 20 very sweaty, very angry minutes. But you bought 2 monitors and had to return them because of really bad QC on both of them? Jesus, what are the odds of that? But I put away some, well, I put some boxes in a closet because there's nowhere to put that stuff yet. Yeah, my week's been going okay. Yesterday evening was unfortunate, but beyond that, you know, my week's been going okay. The third one I have has like bad uniformity. Maybe just pick a different band, T3. just bail. Do a different thing.
I was at a fundraiser for a charity called Mind Stretch Outreach. don't know how I got roped into that. I can't remember. But it was full of very clever children with bizarre outlooks on life. And
You
Jaya,
tried Aces and then Dell?
it was Jaya who asked me to go.
T3. Is this a Linux thing?
It's full of poor kids with very capable minds. I did give them a talk on quantum tunneling once, and they loved it. Not sure it'll put dinner on the table for any of them, though.
It's a monitor thing? What else is there? Literally any other computer shop? Wait, you're in Canada. What about Canada Computers? I compiled the drivers myself. What could possibly go wrong? Didn't have any of the models you wanted. Well, the models you wanted apparently suck. So maybe it's time to expand one's horizons.
Oh, you're going to have to Google that, Doctor, I'm afraid. I'm not a walking Wikipedia. I'd love to tell you, but I am paying you by the hour. Maybe look up Schrodinger's cat whilst you're there. Maybe if you asked me that in a parallel universe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant. I imagine she's your lovely assistant now. Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session. That smile.
Ooh.
Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about my...
Oh, boy. Hold on. FreeSync or G-Sync compatibility. Isn't it usually one or the other? Yeah, tell me what you're wrong.
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist.
Those are...
I need more money. It's true I've run out of money for my research.
Uh-huh.
An opportunity has arisen.
I'm not a gambler. I'm a scientist. As if those are mutually exclusive things.
Quantum gambling. It's a pet project. It's got nothing to do with work. But if I don't have significant amounts of money to lose, then there won't be enough jeopardy for the experiment to work.
Why don't you just put your life on the line? Have you heard of Russian roulette?
A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want to talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
Yeah, risk your life. Yeah, like I thought that's what he was going to be doing the whole time. Instead of like, oh, I'll just risk all this money. Like, bitch, please. That ain't high enough risk. You play Russian roulette with a two trigger pistol.
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette. Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose. What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their offer?
Hold on. Hold on now. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but Quantum needs to have the superposition of, I guess in his case, being shot and not being shot simultaneously. However, with the parameters of a pistol having 6 rounds, there's a definite... You've already observed the situation. Spinning the chamber each round. Oh, I guess if you're doing the spin. Yeah. Okay, fine. Can you just back up?
The Ministry of Defense, of course. Guns aren't going to win the next war. Quantum physics is.
You know what? Yeah, fucking go for it, man.
Splendid.
I don't give a shit.
I
Put a bullet
can't
in your
lose
brain. I
that.
really don't care.
Let me demonstrate.
Hey, what? Um. 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 Did he pay in advance? Warwick. Okay, hold on.
No.
Did he just shoot himself in my office? I'm a little confused. Or did he just eject himself out of our timeline? Is that what that's supposed to be? Okay. To hell with both of you. Ah, right. I still got that I can say. Okay, so I'm out of the questions. With the exception of Mariano, which yeah, fine, you're
I
sweet.
think you're falling for me, Doctor.
Ugh. I can also type hint. What landlady? Oh, right. Well, hold on. First, before we go digging through all that, is there a way to make this more visible? Can I change the UI? Transparency? No. Sorry. Hold on, T3. What is it you want from me? No. No. Okay. The Linux thing, however, is a proton not recognized due controller inputs properly. Okay. Can we get to see ASMR OnlyFans like voice to combat this? I don't even know what that would sound like, T3. I literally have no idea. Try and imitate her? Ugh. No, that makes me feel worse. The closest you're gonna get is like weird ooh crap that you get me to say sometimes. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the responses and let's see if there's anything here that stands out. I don't think there is. I just want to see Mariano. Wait, what? Hold on, what? Wait, what just happened? Hold on, wait. This isn't showing just Jaya's responses. This thing doesn't work right. Are you sure you don't want me to say anything more than that? Ooh. There's ooh in the mountains. Perfect. The Rochelle. Alright, I forgot they're called shells right now, aren't they? Okay, so this is irritating because, like, oh, it's inverted. So these are the questions that I asked Jaya. Okay. Okay, so these all... So we're now at the point where it's like, I'd have to review all the things or just start typing hint, right? Sorry, I don't talk in Uwu voice. Okay, I will click that link. And then... Wow, I'm not gonna... Wow, okay. I'm gonna go with a no on that one. Can I click that picture? I know it's aloe, but I hate it. It's work safe-ish. Yeah, I I love aloe. I'm sure aloe loves you too. Oops, I'm not in the game. I'm still on my screen. Tastes great. Sure. Okay. I'm just gonna start using the hint thing, because... What did she do at home? Home?
Have you been taking notes in our session, Doctor?
This seems like a weirdly probing question.
I'm a bit of a bookworm. I'm one of those annoying, constantly self-improving, overachieving types. Takes one to know one, Doctor?
Thanks, T3. Like, I get it. I'm so glad you just had... You said it. Just like... I'm glad you said the thing that I already knew about. Cool. Chlorophyll. I'm just gonna keep cracking hints here. Hint cooldown 36 seconds. Hold on a second. Continue.
David Hunt.
Oh god. Bullshit. Dendrophiles. Okay, like, there's way more things to ask here, but I'm not... I don't want to... I dislike... having to, like, filter through these. Because it doesn't show me the text. I have to rewatch the whole thing. Okay,
I don't know.
okay. So, like, is the idea any of these things that don't have a star beside them means that there's something else to pull out of it, but isn't, like, one of the primary things? Because, like, I know double star means we've super got stuff to go back. Green star means we're done with this entire train. So is everything else in between just like, if there's no star, you're done? Oh. Oh. Well, shit.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you. Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. No, as far as I know, Mariana was the only patient that Dr. Dekker did home visits for.
Sometimes I'm smart.
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him.
Unsettle
and then we
Alderby.
had a flood of extra weird patients.
Well, let's...
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know any. Have you been taking notes?
Okay, wait.
No. Somewhere around the time Professor
I do
Alderby
appreciate that
turned
her
up,
responses
that
feel a
seemed
little
to
more
unsettle
fourth wall
him.
breaky.
And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him.
Misjudged.
I hope you deal with it better.
Misjudged.
There's just a lot of crazy flying around, Doctor. Don't catch any of it.
Wait, was that the actual response? That was the actual response?
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
Did I ask stronger connection? Yeah, I did. So what am I not getting
Sorry,
at
I
this?
didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic. I don't know everything. I know most. Sorry, I didn't
What am I
mean
not getting
I
out
was
of this? Or what am I not
competing.
understanding
I
how
was
to ask?
happy Mariana was going out with him.
Were you?
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
I don't know what to parse from that. Or more accurately, I don't know how to ask the question there. Because there's a bunch of things you could dive into, but I don't know exactly how to ask. So let's see if we can crack some of these other ones and then use a hint, fire off a hint.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples.
Disciples.
It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a
Psychology.
blast.
I can't spell. I'm pretty sure there's a C in there, isn't there?
That's a strange.
God damn it. Help. I can't spell.
Yes, psychology. I think you'll find it's relevant, Doctor.
Yeah, I did the psychology. Which, okay, so that wasn't the only thing to pull out of it. No, I know how to spell psychology. It was disciple that I can't spell. Even though I literally read it.
Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that
I mean,
everyone is
Cult
capable
of the
of
Kinetic. Did I actually ask
psychokinesis, and
about
that
Cult
the
of the
cult
Kinetic
leaders
Mind?
specifically had these powers that
DISCIPLES.
turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast. Followers and disciples have a
Here we
very
go.
strong tie to their cult leaders, almost like they've been brainwashed. The author suggests that this is because they've witnessed some kind of psychokinesis, like pyrokinesis or telekinesis.
Oh, god damn it. Pyro. You think my brain could hold on to it? Alright, well, we've seemed to have cracked that one. So then...
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual
Abracadabra
number of
Alakazam,
patients
yeah.
who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Okay, so what can we glean out of that? So we know about the sending patients here.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psycho.
Unusual number of patients?
Most of the patients you're seeing have claimed some kind of psychokinesis. If you don't think that's the case, then they just haven't told you yet.
Okay. So that was that one. So, crap. We're back to the Mariana.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
Okay, now I'm going to fire off hint. Okay, what did the... Okay.
Nope.
Okay. I don't know how to ask this question. Yeah, stronger connection was... Yeah. So I just fired off the hint. What did Dr. Dekker and Mariana do on their date?
I have no idea what they did and when
Also,
they
I
did
think
it.
I was misspelling Mariana's name.
That way too.
I wonder. Dekker. Yeah, I was mistyping her name. Alright, but she's cracked. So, Bryce. Alright, so we got... Oh boy. Yeah, green. She sure is cracked. Green like the color of Cthulhu. Oh god, this better not be Lovecraftian. Can't stand Lovecraftian stuff. Okay, so back to the paper spike.
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because
It hasn't
I
been super
think it's
racist
sharp,
yet. Give it time.
it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
So... What else can you tell me about Dekker? In the basement, Chain Girl. So there's a lot of stuff to kind of pull from this. Let's just start with hinting. Has he been spying on me? Yeah, okay, we'll get back to that. Tell me about the paper spike. What about the paper spike here? Paper spike example.
In the last couple of sessions I had with him, he put the spike through his hand. He'd be grinning at me while he was doing it. No blood, no nothing. He tried to make me do the same, but I wouldn't.
Color of space was magenta in the movie. I don't even know what that means. Hold on, Nick Cage. I love Nick Cage. What are we talking about now? Now I'm back in it.
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him.
Okay. No, we already did that one. Already did that one.
Don't know. I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. I don't know. No. You have an interesting aura, Doctor.
I don't know if that was... Wait.
I don't often see auras, Doctor.
Huh.
Yours is unusual. Like, you're more than one person. Maybe I've had a few too many drams.
Huh.
No. Sorry. That means nothing to me. In simple terms, don't know.
Bryce sees me. Pfft.
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you.
I don't know what to parse out of
That I
this.
told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military.
You touched on that.
Some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker.
Maybe
risen from
what
the dead.
organization?
I need to talk to you about him. I don't know what you're getting at.
Nah.
Is that supposed to mean?
Nah, we did last time. Sure.
I don't know.
Sorry, Pokemon Freak.
I never spied on you at midnight. But if you start acting strangely, maybe I will. I've nothing interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, another hint. Who was in the basement? Okay, Iris.
The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway. Time was frozen. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, we already asked. Yeah.
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you.
I don't know what to ask here.
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour
I feel like it's
themselves.
the organization that wants to use the hour for themselves.
Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead. I need to...
Okay,
Sometimes
Yeah,
the
okay, there we
grave
go.
I've dug becomes undug. People blame it on grave robbers. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe the grave was undug from the inside out.
do you know
not
how
the
fucking hard
outside
that would
in.
be? Do you have any idea how
Maybe the
heavy
gravedigger would
6
know.
feet by 2 feet by like 7 feet of dirt is? Do you have any fucking idea? They didn't Kill Bill. It's a movie. So we've got more stuff with Iris.
The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that?
Not that it means anything.
I've nothing interesting. The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything.
Claire, Iris, basement.
I had no idea there was a connection between those two. Wow. Behind closed doors, eh?
Also, what I just did was a wild breach of etiquette and like rules. Movies are fiction, unlike video games. Are you telling me this isn't real? Are you telling me that these were actors? That does explain a lot. Okay, what can you tell me about Dekker?
I spied on Dr. Dekker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
Spied on Dekker, eh?
I didn't need an extra hour to realize Dr. Dekker was strange.
Dr. Dekker was unethical too. I mean, a bit more than some. Oh, I've still got Bryce to do. Hold on, what did I miss? Oh, there we go.
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station.
What? Police station.
That means nothing to me. I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done.
No evidence.
No, I didn't feel lustful, Doctor. I was angry. If I had taken pictures, there would at least been some evidence. A sicker man would have taken pictures and saved the day.
All right. Wasn't there? Yeah. So there's more to this.
I removed the chains,
okay.
Dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved.
What did Dekker do, Iris? Sure, yeah. I didn't want to answer that question, though. I wanted to board the chain girl.
I removed the chains, dressed.
How?
Don't know. Is that supposed to mean? I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. I don't know.
Okay. That's unsettling.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
What else am I not parsing out of this?
Station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free.
She was free? You saved her?
I'm not evil.
You're not evil.
I destroyed evil.
Oh, right. Hold on. Yeah.
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions, Doctor. I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did, and so should you. And Doctor, if I wanted to kill anyone, I'd do it in the midnight hour, wouldn't I?
No, you wouldn't.
And when was Dekker murdered?
When was he murdered?
In simple terms, I don't know what you're getting at. Whatever it is that's...
testing you.
I think that I'm becoming a good person, Doctor. I'm ashamed of some of the things I've done, but I'm getting better. The hooded figure, it's testing my morals. Judging me. For what? I don't know.
Okay, is that... have we gone clear? Nope. Oh, destroyed evil,
I
right.
believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man.
Truly evil man. Okay, nope.
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions, Doctor. I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did, and so should you.
Hmm.
And Doctor, if I wanted to kill anyone, I'd do it in... No, I've never killed anyone.
Okay, there we go.
But then, even if I had, I'm not likely to tell you about
You
it.
played yourself, fool. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Bryce is wildly guilty sounding. Because actually, if you had the ability to kill someone in midnight hour, but you're telling people that you have this midnight hour where time stops and you can do whatever you want, it kind of paints a target on your back. It would make more sense to kill the person outside of the midnight hour, because then you can fall back on your argument of, why would I do it then when I could do it during my special alone time? Alright. Claire. Okay, this game's going to take a lot longer to finish if I'm going through all these responses like this.
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
Interesting reading.
That's not relevant here.
Is it not?
Sorry.
Okay, do I have to actually look at the arrest report? Probably neighbor.
Try asking me something.
Nibiru.
My neighbors seem far more interested in my business than they are their own. The lake house only has one house opposite, and it was on sale for some time. I suppose I should have bought it.
What? Okay, what else about blood? Blood!
It's a messy business, stabbing someone.
Only if you stab them more than once.
You'd imagine that it would be like slicing into a pie with all the filling just slowly oozing out, but it's so much more dramatic, like popping a cork of a bottle of champagne. Blood sprayed everywhere.
I think that's the most emotion she's shown.
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody.
All out of love.
I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it.
In regret.
So I fixed him.
Fall out of love?
I don't know what you're after, but I don't know anything about that. I'm afraid I don't know the answer. David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her.
Maybe just asking about
He said
Iris?
he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted.
Iris? Starting to sound like the character in an adventure game trying to just combine items in my inventory. Nope. That's not it. What is that supposed to even do?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore, which I know is a lie. You don't just... I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
Caught doing necromance. Oh my god, are you doing a Gaga reference there? That's very good. Yes, you are. Caught doing necromance. Yeah, it's good. Let's fire off a hint for this one. Sure. No, that's proof. No, wait. Jesus Christ.
I have a picture of him I took after he came back. I'll bring it in next session.
I thought we were going to your house next session. Okay, what
David
am I supposed to
wanted have a
parse out of
talk
this that
about
I'm
our
not seeing?
relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her.
David loved
He said
Iris?
he didn't love me anymore.
Maybe?
Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I
Reacted
grabbed the
badly?
nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So, I fixed...
Okay, hold on. David loved Iris. Okay, no.
Think, Doctor, think. Use your...
Steak knife?
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
Hold on now. You had enough time to think, what is the sharpest, most vicious thing I can use? So obviously you evaluated other options.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy.
Uneasy?
I just watched her from the bedroom window.
Did I
She'd
touch
caught a
on
fish.
bedroom window?
She was holding it in her hands. I don't know, Doctor. Try asking me something I might...
Exactly, yes. If she'd stopped to think about it, that would make it premeditated. Yeah.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy. I just watched her from the bedroom. Oh, I found the key.
Oh, there
It
we
must
go.
have been there all along, in a drawer in the hallway. I could have sworn I'd looked there already.
Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Okay, moving on.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Wait, how? What?
Yes, he did come back to life, but he's not a zombie. He looks like he always did. Just his mind is encumbered.
Good use of word.
There's no way back. You tell me. What could possibly... That's not relevant here.
I have no idea how to parse this one.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Magic?
I don't know anything about that. Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term.
Maybe just reanimation.
I'm an evil necromancer, raising things from the dead.
Oh, psychokinesis? Sure.
Think, Doctor, think.
No.
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life.
Good movie.
As you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him.
Oh, so you did kill him.
But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
Okay, so that was that one.
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor? I think it was a mistake taking Dr. Dekker to see David. Dr. Dekker wanted to examine him, so they went into a different room. I wasn't worried. David wouldn't speak. But Dr. Dekker seemed very distant after that. He didn't say a word on the way back.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I have no idea how to parse this last one.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Hint? Okay.
He made sounds. I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain. At least he is safe where he is.
Oh, that was a different thing. How's it possible David was brought back to life? I don't know how to get this one. How's it possible David was brought back to life? What the hell do I need to say to that? No. Sure, yeah. I was wondering that.
At the lake house. He doesn't move from there. For good reason.
What good reason?
David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just stroll around the neighborhood. It's unseemly. I did think he'd be able to rejoin society at some point, but not anymore. He's getting worse, not better. I don't know, Doctor. I don't know what you're after, but
Hold on.
At the lake house. He doesn't move from... I'm sorry, Your Honor. What I meant to say is that David never leaves the vicinity of the lake house. I think his hunting would be severely restricted by trying to do it from the kitchen window. I'm afraid I don't know the answer. David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just stroll around the neighborhood. It's unseemly. I did think he'd be able to rejoin society at some point, but not anymore. He's getting worse, not better. I'm getting tired of all these.
I got more questions, sadly, than answers. Oh, there's so many.
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. Sorry. I'm afraid I don't know. Think, Doctor.
I still don't know where to go with how is it possible David was brought back to life.
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it. I don't know what you're after. The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it. Try asking me something I might know. I don't know, Doctor. I'm getting tired of... I don't... Sorry. I don't know. That's not relevant here. I don't know, Doctor.
I already asked Zombie, actually. Right there. Is David a zombie?
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I'm getting tired. Think, Doctor. Try asking...
Oh, right, the hallway and the drawer.
You don't have to analyze everything I say, Doctor. Sometimes a hallway is just a hallway. And yes, before you ask, the same goes for the drawer.
Look at the police report again? Sure. Dining room. Okay, let's try some of these keywords.
I don't know what you're after.
Okay.
Sorry.
His found in the living room or something? Or a knife would be weird. Yeah. Hint me. Oh, weird.
You're saying that my David would speak to Dr. Dekker, but not his beloved wife? I don't think so, Doctor.
You mean the one that murdered him?
And even if that were true, what would he say? What would he tell him? David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just stroll around the neighborhood. It's unseemly. I did think he'd be able to rejoin society at some point, but not anymore. I'm afraid I don't know. Do you see David here? No, Doctor. That would be ridiculous.
So the two I can't figure out right now are steak knife and how is it possible David wasn't brought back to life? And I guess we keep firing hints and we get more things to ask about. So we're back to that. Didn't he say he didn't love you anymore? Yeah, he did say that. Yes.
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it. That's not relevant here.
Claire maybe isn't that connected to reality. Yeah. What am I not seeing about the steak knife? Like, what question around the steak knife am I not seeing here? As for the other one, I have no idea. Just zero idea about how is it possible David was brought back to life. No, we already asked that, right?
Sorry.
I just want to finish this one off and then we'll call it for the night. Since now we kind of know how to start getting things green. Yeah.
Yes, the father and daughter who live opposite will have seen him, I'd imagine, although they won't have talked to him. If anyone approaches him other than me, David would run a mile. The sociable part of his brain must have died in that week too. I don't know what you're after.
Guys, is that just more questions? Okay, no. Oh,
What? She was actually his prisoner.
good call, you know.
Bryce saved Iris? So that's 2 favors I owe Bryce now. And Iris? I'd probably have stopped her death if I'd known it was real. I suppose I should have a chat with her now.
Okay, yep.
What? She was actually his prisoner.
Wait, ho, whoa, wait, ho.
I'm afraid I don't...
Nope. Is it favors? Oh, because we... Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Yes. What? She was actually his prisoner. Bryce saved Iris? So that's 2 favors I owe Bryce now. And Iris? I'd probably have stopped her death if I'd known it was real.
Probably.
There was something delicious about the idea of getting revenge on Iris by having Dr. Dekker kill her. But I'm not wicked. That's not relevant here.
Okay, so we got the bracelet Irish Go extension. If the fates want to tell me what the hell I'm supposed to ask about the steak knife or the other thing, I'm happy to hear
The
it.
steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
What other favors do you owe Bryce? Oh, because David wasn't buried. And that's Bryce's doing. He smuggled the body out so she could reanimate him. Just use the hint button. I guess we'll keep mashing hint. asked this. Why didn't she have much time to think about it? That's such a long-winded way of
I didn't plan
asking.
to kill my husband. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. What is it with men and affairs? Is that why they have a shorter average lifespan?
That was it? Hmm. So now we're just back to... Where the fuck is it? Where is it? Wait, did we just go green? No, we did not. Okay, no. And how is it possible David was brought back to life?
You tell me. What could possibly explain that? Try asking me.
Hmm.
I don't know, Doctor.
Sure.
Perhaps. Perhaps I missed his vital organs. Perhaps by some strange freak of nature, he only appeared dead for a week and needed no food or water. Though there was an autopsy, so it's not likely. I think he was definitely dead.
All right, we did it. So that has saved us from here. Oh, I've only got 40-something responses. So, all right. Cutso dab. There you go. Okay. Jesus, this game. Yeah, all right. We're going to be firing off hint a lot more, I think. But I'm going to go back to here. Going to go to here. I have done quitted. I know I don't have to go green on everyone, but I find it interesting. Mind you, some of the responses are just like whatever. But I think there's more to glean, right? And I think I'd like to at least try if it's not like obnoxious. Claire there got a little more ridiculous because like there's a bunch of questions in there that I'm like, this does not matter, but we're here now. But yeah, officially I'm back Friday, but I think I might try and stream tomorrow because I'm trying to finish this game off this week. Because I'm on vacation next week, so I won't be streaming all next week. So I'd like to finish this game off because then when I come back, I'm planning to do a long play of Earthbound. So trying to get through this. So we'll just have to see how the day goes. But that is going to do it for me tonight. So thank you, of course, for watching. And as always, wait, I get that backwards. As always, thank you, of course, for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and try your best out there. Bye-bye.